In recent labor management negotiations, several issues were identified. Use the adjusted winner procedure to determine a fair resolution between labor and management. So with the adjusted winner procedure, the first thing that happens is that each party gets 100 points to distribute to the items. So that's already been done for us. So the first thing that we're going to do is go through each item and assign it to whoever gave it the most points. So starting with the base salary, management gave it 50, which is more than the labor did. With salary increases, management gets that one. For benefits, labor. And vacation time, labor. So now at this point, we're going to add this together to see if we have them equal. So 35 and 15 is 50. 50 and 40 is 90. So right now, this is not fair because management has more points than labor. So what needs to happen now is that management needs to give something up. The way we're going to figure out what they're going to give up is by figuring out the point ratio of the items that they have. So with management, we're going to look at the base salary and the salary increases. So we're going to divide out the points to see which one is closer to 1. So with management, we have 50, and labor, we have 30, so 50 to 30. Dividing that, we get about 1.67. 40 to 20 would be exactly 2. So that means that management values salary increases twice as much as labor does. So the closer we are to 1, the more that they value that item about the same. So that means that we're going to split up the base salary. So I'm going to circle base salary as the item that's going to get split up. Okay, so now we're going to set up an equation. So labor points have to equal management points. So we don't know how much they're going to get, either one. So I'm going to give labor a variable. Let me call it x. So if x were, let's say, 30%, the management would get the other 70%. So the way we found that is by taking whatever the percentage is away from 100%. So as a decimal, 100% minus x is 1 minus x. Okay, so setting up the equation, we want labor to equal management. Okay, so going down the column, labor has 30 times x, the 35 and the 15. Management has 50 times 1 minus x, and the 40. Okay, so that's the hardest part of the problem, figuring out which item is going to get split up and then setting up the equation. So once you're here, now we're just going to solve it using algebraic techniques. So the first thing we'll do is get rid of these parentheses by distributing that 50. And at the same time, I'm going to start combining anything that I can. So 35 and 15 is 50. Okay, so on the right side, now we have 90 minus 50x. So to get the x's together, I'm going to add 50x to both sides. And at the same time, subtract the 50. So 80x is going to equal 40. So dividing both sides by 80, x is 40 over 80, or 1/2. So this is actually a perfect split. Each one is going to get half of that item. So to figure out the allocation, labor is going to get half of base salary. So they get half the rights of that issue. The other thing they have are the benefits and vacation time. Okay, and the management gets the other half of base salary. And then the other thing they have circled is salary increases.